At dawn, when the ancestors still walk on dew, a drummer stood at the edge of Africa and beat a skin that had no sound. The elders asked why the drum was mute. "It is not broken," the drummer said. "It is owed a memory." So the wind opened 5 old ledgers. The first ledger was Etana, in the age when chains were called assets. A house of numbers ensured breath itself. Names were inked onto paper as property, and hearts were priced like cattle. When an enslaved body fell, coins rose in its place. The ledger learned how to profit from a funeral, and the silent drum began to understand its own silence. Next, the wind turned a page to New York life. Across the ocean, policies were written to wrap lives they never intended to save. A signature on a document could not stop the crack of a whip, but it could soothe an owner's financial loss. The paper survived, the people did not. The drum trembled with a chilling realization. Paper had outlived blood. The third ledger revealed the ancestors of insurance, AIG. From many scattered firms, one great shadow grew. Deep within its archives slept a single name, Charles, and with that name came a truth. Empires were stitched together from many hands, each claiming distance, yet each sharing in the profit. The drum felt a faint pulse, a reminder that even fragments still form a whole story. Then came the fourth ledger, J.P. Morgan, the bank of borrowed bodies. Gold does not ask where it came from. Loans were secured on human collateral. When debts failed, chains simply changed owners. Interest compounded year after year, while generations of people were depleted. The drum remembered a painful lesson. A bank can grow tall while entire villages grow hollow. Finally, the wind opened the fifth ledger, Lehman Brothers, the Cotton Gate. The white fields bled labor. Cotton sailed across the seas, making fortunes while the backs that picked it bent in poverty. From bales to balance sheets, wealth traveled clean, leaving its brutal roots buried and forgotten. The drum-shuttered trade had learned how to wash its hands of the dirt. When the 5 ledgers closed, the drummer struck the drum again. This time the sound rose like thunder. The ancestor spoke. "Know this, Africa, your loss funded their gain, but your spirit was never collateral. They counted us. We carry each other." The drum's beat called to the living. "Remember that history is not a chain to wear, but a map to read. Remember that wealth without justice is a debt that remains unpaid. And remember that the hands that built the world can rebuild themselves." The sound crossed rivers and cities, markets and classrooms. Young voices answered. Old wounds breathed. Minds began to unshackle, and the drum once silent became a compass. This is not about begging the past for mercy, but about demanding the future with clarity. Awaken, reclaim, rise. Thank you for listening. Please subscribe to Limitless Living. Continue this journey with us.